Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it to, it's back, bigger. Well, I don't know if bigger or better. I'm always ambivalent about the DERP Diaries. I don't like putting out the misery of the human condition, but unfortunately it is a condition that we're all too familiar with and we have to deal with on a daily basis. And the game of Blitz, unfortunately, does bring some of those humans who are less likely to regenerate the species than others to the fore. Let's say that's what this is about. The DERP Diaries. This is a patron-sponsored post. As always, if you'd like to sponsor the channel, there's a link there. There's plenty of stuff goes on. There's plenty of good things that you get as part of that big community. Voice channels, chat channels, all that kind of stuff. We do events. We do all kinds of things. There's private videos. It's great. How good are light tanks? That's a positive. We'll start with a positive. Check this out. This is drifting and letting the nose just roll up. Hit that ramp. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Bang 'em and bashing. Light tanks have set my world on fire. I'm a man who likes to drive it like you stole it on occasion. And light tanks are certainly the kind of tanks that look like you stole them. Look at this thing just bashing around everywhere, coming all the way down here for the Borsig, between two other tanks, doing the business. Put the handbrake on and drift it into the garage and everyone's a winner. Unfortunately, though, the week wasn't full of joy, happiness, frivolity, and beer and Skittles. It had a lot of people like SG_Tank Destroyer. This guy is renowned on the Asia server for being what is commonly referred to in British terminology as a twat. He's an idiot. He basically is one of those guys who does nothing in a game and at the end of it types easy. And you can see here he's going to give me a big ha ha. I tell him he's lucky and he tells me to STF you noob, because that's how he rolls. I think he did 1,000 damage. He was obviously the mainstay of the team, and a few choice words were used in chat afterwards. None as choice as the ones I used on these humans. Oh, dearie me. That is a Yag Tiger and an Object 140. The Object 140 is from LNI or something, but anyway, I don't want to get involved with it. Oh, my tank's moving sideways. Who could that possibly be? It's Knucklehead. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so from here on we're just going to call him the Ultimate Knucklehead. The Ultimate Knucklehead has decided that he knows how to play the game and no one else knows how to play the game. This puts me in the unfortunate position of being in the wrong place, which is near the Ultimate Knucklehead. And the Ultimate Knucklehead is going to make sure that I have no fun whatsoever. He's going to tell me how to play the game, what kind of a person I am, my parentage, my lineage, where it's at. Yeah. You can see that's how the Ultimate Knucklehead rolls. Let's move forward to where I've vacated the premises, and just about now the Ultimate Knucklehead has died. He's in the Jagdpanzer 100. You can see he's still alive there, but he didn't play very well, and he gets wrecked in a very, very short order here. There he goes. The 183 takes out Kyrgyz boy who doesn't know how to play and is an Ultimate Knucklehead. He then immediately starts to tell me about my parentage, what kind of a dog I am, all that kind of stuff, which is lovely. But I'm placed in the unfortunate position of having to decide whether or not I want the Ultimate Knucklehead to actually get the win. Because I'd like to win. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of winning. But I'm really not keen on giving the Ultimate Knucklehead the win. Unfortunately for me, though, DH Top Boy, who is a wonderful human being, is also in the game, and I'd like to see him do well at life. So I decide I'm going to do my very best, and I'm pushing down here. I'm not wasting a shell on that mouse because I'm saving it for that 183. I know he doesn't have much gun depression, so I'm going to push along here to the bottom, and as the 183 tries to crest to get a shot on me, I'll hit him in the lower glacis, and winner, chicken dinner, it's suddenly 2-on-3. The Ultimate Knucklehead has quietened right down and is now wondering whether or not he made the right decision and backed the right horse in calling me an ultimate idiot and carrying on like a pork chop. I'm still ambivalent. I'm feeling it in my chest. Do I really want the Ultimate Knucklehead to get a win on the win rate, or do I want Krzyzewski boy to suffer the ignominy of defeat? Well, it's now 2-on-1. what should you do? Well, the FV's pacey now. Very, very quick. I'm going to move over this gun depression, this depression in the map here, move into this depression in this map here, and get a lovely shot on this Jagdpanzer 100. Excelente. The ultimate knucklehead has gone surprisingly quiet, mostly because he is starting to look like quite the fool. And I've been forced to carry the ultimate knucklehead's enormous weight. And let me tell you, the ultimate knucklehead is very, very heavy and hard to carry. It's sore shoulders time. However, onwards and upwards, because DH Top Boy is a top bloke, and we want to make sure that he gets the win. As such, we are going round and round the mouse, which, although it's renowned for being one of the most mobile tanks in the world, being a bit sarcastic there, is actually struggling to keep up. We do take one, unfortunately, in the side, and we have to move onwards and upwards, but there we go. We are about to win the day. The ultimate knucklehead was not profuse in his thanks afterwards, and Kriziji boy, or whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it to, I hope you're doing it, I don't know, in traffic. This is another game on Yamato Harbour. Now, Yamato Harbour was a very fertile hunting ground for me during the week, and this was actually a fun game. I've put this in here rather than be negative, because I feel, and this is one of the reasons why I struggle doing the DERP Diaries, is because, I mean, some of it I don't put in because it's just really, really off. It's rude, and some of the messages you get are pretty rough. But I mean, we all lose our. I think we just said it best to me today. He said, you know, you don't mind the guys who have a go when, you know, they just say, oh, why'd you do that, or why'd you do this? But it's the guys who just carry on with the coward and the dog and all that kind of rubbish, and you don't want to see that, really. Knucklehead was a good case in point. There's plenty of him out there, and you can't really help that, but there you go. Around we go. The Tiger 1 is there. There's a KV-1S. All well and good. We are 1 on 2 now. Probably been a little bit placid there, a little bit passive, but this hill is outstanding. If you're in a tough situation, you're a fast tank at the end of Yamato Harbour, and you know your way around it, this hill is an absolute godsend. You can see the KV-1S is coming around as well. There's the Tiger 1. I'm just climbing up there to get an idea on where the KV is. There he is. And then I'm going to reverse and go straight down and back around the hill. And these hills are really fantastic for mediums and lights. As the game progresses, you want to get into these areas here where you can be a little bit sneaky and isolate the tanks one at a time. Now, I've got him on a reload anyway, so I'm not particularly fussed, and I'm still pushing forward. He should have drawn right back there, but he didn't, and as such, he takes and pays the ultimate price. A full measure of devotion from the Tiger 1 was what was required, and he gave it. Bad luck, buddy. You did pretty bloody well there. It was 3 on 2 at one point, and they dragged it right back. This KV-1 is very, very unlucky. They got great straight speed, but they don't have that much in the way of traverse, and you can see the LTTB is just an absolutely agile monkey. It's nimble, it's quick, it makes the heart beat faster. It was a pretty good week all in all, and that wasn't very derpy. That was an upbeat kind of thing. We had some other stuff going on, and by other stuff, I don't mean things that make your socks roll up and down and your bow tie go twirling. I don't mean the warm fuzzy feeling you get watching a Rye Goz rom-com. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that makes you want to eat your own legs and gouge your eyes out with a couple of blunt forks. This is a game... Oh, God. I've pushed up here. It may seem foolish of me to have pushed up so far when my team is obviously so inept, because basically we've got an E100 that's decided he's going to snipe on the far flank, and 2 blokes that seem glued to spawn. Now, those 2 people are the centre of today's inquiry. They are the focus of our investigation. They are September 13, 2016, and this clown, Danny6969. Now, Danny's just a professional AFKer. I've seen him quite a few times. He's in the clan Occupy. There's a couple of AFKs in Occupy. They've also got some people that play. So let's not tar them all with the same brush. They are not a patch on this kid. This kid is a professional AFKer as well. However, he runs a macro on his keyboard or with his mouse or something where he stays stationary for quite some time, and then he drives forward, traverses a little bit, and drives to the right. Like that. That's 13 September 2016. He's also a grade A knucklehead. We're running a Tier X game with 5 players versus 7 players. And 2 of the other players on the team went flank to snipe. The E100 was fantastic. Let's have a look at the stats of these 2 wonderful human beings. This is the mark of a true AFK wanker. 56 average damage, just under 31% worth of victories over 2,306 games. He basically AFKs his way to Tier 9 tanks. He can't play the game, obviously. If he could, he'd just do it properly. Or maybe he doesn't want to play the game. Either way, he's not alone. There's a lot of these wallies out there. If you have a look at all his tanks, the common thread is every once in a while he'll play a game. 593 defeats in that tank. How about that for a great effort? But let's not forget our good mate Danny6659. He's a shade under 39%, but again, 365 average damage. Professional AFKer who just turns up, doesn't fire a shot, and walks away tickety-boo a winner. If you've seen these kind of humans out there, report them to Wargaming. God knows I'm sick of doing it because it's like an epidemic. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Disappointing DERP Diaries. I hope you liked it, and if you didn't, well, there'll be another video tomorrow that won't be about people who are idiots. Or it may well be because it'll be starring me. Oh no, it won't be. We're going to have some shoulder-a-wonking news. We're going to have some shoulder-a-wonking games. We're coming to the end of the shoulder-a-wonking competition. At the end of September, it will be totally off the radar. Once that happens, the prizes will be given out. At present, we've had a late flurry. There was a fella who was leading the Tier X shoulder-a-wonking competition with a 7.4k game in an Object 140, and then turned around with an even better game in a T54 at 9 and was leading both before being pipped again by a really amazing lunatic game in a Leo Leopard PTA. So the biggest damage game I've got at the moment is a Tier 9 Leopard PTA. Eat that. Bet you can't wait to see that. That is an amazing one. I'm going to show you the former leader of Tier X, I think Otto from APCRS's game in the Leo 1 on Port Bay, which is very, very nice. I'm going to have a look at the T30 game from, I forget his name, on Mirage, and we've got a T50, which is amazing. So stick around for that. As always, if you like to become a patron, the link's right there. We do it. I'm Bushka on Blitz. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Your fantastic content. Wouldn't be here. People tell your friends to come on. We shop at Bushka for more savings on the investment. Stay safe on the battlefield.